What's up, everybody, and welcome to Counterculture, where we go against the grains of the cultural norms of the world today. I'm your host, Melody, and we are starting a new series on love. So, you guys stay tuned to see what we have to talk about. So, you guys did hear it correct. We are talking about love on this series. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because it's very relevant to everybody. Everybody wants love, needs love, is seeking love. Everybody wants to be accepted. So I thought that this was just a great topic to address and to see what the difference is between the world and also what God says love is. So with that being said, to be honest, before I started this series, I was initially talking about self-love and was going to tell you that you need to love yourself, you need to pour into yourself, invest in yourself, be the best that you can be, go after your goals, do everything that you want to do, make sure that you get the person that's right for you and that's going to be good for you, and all of those things. And as I started looking into the word and what God says about it, it turned out that I'm shifting gears a little bit. And not to say that there's anything wrong with those things that I mentioned before, but I do understand now that there is a way that the Lord expects us to love. With that being said, I decided to go to Webster's Dictionary so that I can find the distinguishing things between these two topics on love, the world's love and God's love. First one says an intense feeling of deep affection. And then the second one says an interest and pleasure of something. And then the third one is a deep feeling of romance attached to someone. So, with that definition and those definitions that were given, again, it's a feeling that the world defines it as, and it's something that makes you feel good. It's something that's beneficial for you. It's something that just kind of gives you something that nothing else, that words can't even say, really. So, with that definition, then we go over to God's side. And with God's side, God has a totally different definition of that, and I'm also going to read that, so forgive me because I'm looking at the other screen, and it's in 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7, and it says, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it is not arrogant, it is not rude, it does not insist on its own way, it's not irritable or resentful, it does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And this is really, really different, and it's very descriptive of a definition of what love is. So, given these two definitions, I have discovered through my word that God's love is different from the world's love, and the world's love is self-centered. It's all about you. It's a feeling that you have. It's a feeling that you get. And if you're not getting that feeling, then it must not be love. It's something that gratifies you. It's something that is focused on you. And there is a such thing as a healthy self-love, and I do want to set the record straight for that, because I'm not saying that we should not love ourselves, but in this definition of love, that's what love is described as. So then I go over to God's love side and the things that it talks about, and about love is patient and love is kind and all of these things that have nothing to do with you personally, but it's about what you can do and who you can be to other people. God's love is never self-seeking. It's never about you. And I think that's the biggest difference between the world's love and God's love, is that the world will always teach you to get yours. Get yours and get it first. And the world's love is very selfish. It's very selfish. It's really about us. It's about what benefits us, what makes us feel good, what is in our best interests, and that's it. In reality, it's really about serving other people. And I think that that is the part that really needs to be grasped, is the fact that love is about serving. It's about giving up yourself for the sake of somebody else. Now, I'm not saying be a doormat at all, because we are not to be walked on and to just be brought down to nothing when it comes to other people. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that it is our duty to be loving and to be kind and to be patient and to be not self-seeking. All of the things that 1 Corinthians 13 talks about in those verses, ask yourself and put your name in those, each of those love categories. And, are you irritable? Are you, are you self-seeking? All of those things, those are things that we really have to think about and that we have to work on, because nobody is perfect. So there's some things to think about for you guys. I hope I laid some decent foundation for you guys to try to see where this series is going. Again, we go against the grains of the cultural norms and what the world says, and so I just wanted to shed some light that there is a different way of thinking about this thing called love, because according to the world it's very selfish, and according to God it's very selfless. So you guys stay tuned. We are going to continue this series, so I'll see you guys next time.